Hey guys! Oh my gosh, I have been battling my tripod. Just like, I think it's on its last leg. I do too much tripod filming. When you hop on, say hi so I can see comments and make sure they're working. I say this every time. Let me go ahead and swipe. There's always a delay. I'm always wondering if it's working. Okay, here. I'll wait another minute or two. Okay, so it's New Year's Eve. And, oh yay, I've got a like. Yay. Okay, cool. Hey, I did not expect to do this on New Year's Eve, but luckily it's like early. Hey, Holly. Oh my gosh. Hi. Hi. I'm actually like really hot because I've been like fighting with my tripod. I'm like, why isn't it working? It's so frustrating. Anyways, I got my sparkle shirt on for New Year's. And I got my sparkle earrings for New Year's because it's New Year's. You gotta wear something sparkly, right? Isn't that the deal? Hey! Hi, Emily. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Karina. Hey, Sarah. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. You guys, I'm just so excited. This is like, this live in particular is super exciting. I'm just like, gee. Okay, sorry. I'm looking at who's coming. Oh, thank you. I wanted to, like I said, it's New Year's Eve, so I wanted to put on like sparkles. This is like navy blue sparkly. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you a cleavage shot. And then I found like this. I never wear this. I'm like, oh, it goes. I'll do that. I don't know, but there you go. Okay, yay. Oh, hey, Lorelai. Yay. Awesome, awesome. So glad to see you guys on here. Yay. Okay. All right. So I have been, you guys, just so excited. Like, I'm just like fangirling, tears, excited. Excuse my voice. I just got over COVID. Like, talk about like the icing on the cake to a wonderful year. Getting COVID for Christmas. Anyways, I'm better now, but it's like you can kind of hear it still, you know? Anyways, I have been super, super excited about this because the featured author is Raven Kennedy. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, let me tell you something. Like, when I opened the group back in August, when was it, you guys? You know it better than me. 2021. I think it's been about 2 years, right? Just over 2 years, maybe 2.5 years since I opened the group. Hey, Robin. Oh, thanks, Karina. Yeah, so when I opened up the group, you know, I had, I think I read Plated Prisoner. I read it before I started doing emoji reviews. That's how long ago it's been. And I fell in love with it, right? And like, and Raven Kennedy, you know, she's a big fish, you know? And, I remember thinking back then when we started doing the featured authors, I remember thinking, oh, wouldn't it be cool if one day, I could talk to Raven Kennedy, and wouldn't it be cool if one day she did a giveaway in the group? And that day has come. It's come. I mean, let me tell you something. I reached out to her and I didn't expect a response. Not that she's not like, you know, like a sweet person. Actually, she's extremely down to earth when I talk to her. She's busy, you know, and she's, you know, like I said, and she's kind of big time. So people love Plated Prisoner. I love Plated Prisoner. There was just a picture of her in New York with her book in Times Square up on, you know, being featured. And like, that's how, you know, big deal she is now. Hey, Stephanie. Oh my gosh, you guys, these comments. Oh my goodness. Robin. Oh, thanks. Yeah. You're a nurse? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyways, okay, yeah, you can't say, okay, yeah, it's New Year's Eve. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so basically, long story short, like, Raven Kennedy is just, you know, it's just one of those big moments, you know, when you reach out to an author that you love, that you just never know if they were going to be able to support the group in this way or if they would. And she was so sweet. She emailed me back and she was like, yes, I'd love to do a giveaway in your group. And I just couldn't believe it. You know, 5 signed paperbacks of Guild or Gold. She's going to let them choose. That's like, wow, you know, plus 5 ebooks too. Like, it's just amazing, you know, it's absolutely amazing. So, oh, hey, Katie. Oh, thank you. I got it all chopped off in September and it's got a little bit longer now, but I love it. I love it short. I feel like it makes me look younger. So Yay for that. Anyways, and oh yeah, and Raven, she's like, she's got a big Facebook group. I think she has like 16,000 people on Facebook. And then she's also, let me find real quick, on TikTok. Let's see here. I've got, the way my monitors are set up is like no fun. Okay, hold on, duplicate my tab. Like on TikTok, she's big on TikTok and Instagram. I'm just gonna look real quick. I think she does a lot of really, if you guys are on there, you should follow her because she does really great content. Like it's great. Oh yeah, she's got 43,000 followers on TikTok. I mean, that's a big handle, you know, for an author. That's, you know, she's done very, very, very well. And if you've read Play Prisoner, you know why. She's so good. Oh, thank you. I'm hottie. Wow. All right. Oh, thanks. Hi, Katie. Yeah. So I just think the world of her. Have you guys all read Play Prisoner? Who's on watching the live right now? I'm going to go ahead and talk about it, but I didn't know if you've all, I know a lot of people are joining it because they're hoping to get a signed paperback. So let me talk about that real quick. Okay. So, she's given away 5 signed paperbacks, 5 ebooks to the group. And the way we choose those is this thread is actually, significant. What you write on this thread, if you talk about Play Prisoner, that you love it, you love Raven Kennedy, any of those kinds of comments have a lot of weight to them. And, so comment it up. Oh, there's Amy. Amy just did a reread of Play Prisoner to get ready for gold. So I mean, it's like, that's another thing too, that, you know, like they're good books if someone's like doing rereads to get ready for a release. So that is awesome. So we look at the comments here, and then we also look at posts in the group. We actually do, like, we'll do a search, Play Prisoner or Gold or Guild, Raven Kennedy in the group, and I'll see who's talking about it, who's posted, who's gone gaga. I'll look at comments. I'll do a post in the group typically. And, so before the next newsletter comes out, that's when we're going to pick the winners. We'll do it from this thread and then in the group over the next, probably couple weeks. Excuse me, guys. I'm still getting over COVID. So I'm like all, anyways, so we'll look in the group, we'll look at comments, we'll look at posts. I'll do a post in the group, so watch for it. And I'll say, what do you love about Guild or Gold? And we'll look at those comments. We'll also look at the top 100 active member report from the group. And then we'll also look at content created on TikTok. So if you create, or Instagram, if you create content, or Facebook, like a Facebook reel, if you create content and then you talk about Play Prisoner and you mention the group, FanGrrrl Romance Rex, and like you pump up the group, that would be a strong consideration as well, for a signed paperback. So yeah, so that's pretty much, and then newsletter subscribers. So the newsletter subscribers will probably be more eligible for the ebooks because we have 5 signed paperbacks, and those are like, you know, those are really big prizes. So we're going to really want to look, we're not going to want to just randomly draw someone from the newsletter to get a signed paperback because they, you know, maybe they're not into romance fantasy. Maybe they're a UF person, or, you know, maybe they're a paranormal romance person or whatever, you know, so we don't want to just randomly hand out those babies. You know, we want people who get them are people that love, Play Prisoner and Raven Kennedy. So, you know, because it's just such a, it's just such an amazing prize, you know. It's just like to have a signed book from an author that you love and a book that you love. It's great. So let me talk to you a little bit about it. If you've been wondering, like, what is that? What's the fuss about Play Prisoner? So each of her books, I actually pulled it up so I can talk about it a little bit. I don't normally do that, but I did this time just to kind of give you a sense of how big these books are. So Guild, it's the first book in the series. It has over 32,000 ratings on Amazon. It's KU and it's 4 stars. It actually surprised me. I expected 5 stars. It's that good. But you know how people are with reviews. Number 2, the second book is Glint, and that's got 28,000 ratings on Amazon, 4.5 stars. The next one is Gleam, 28,000. Do you see? So I'm saying this because a lot of times when you see a series and a number 1 book does really well, you'll see a steady drop. It's just the nature of the beast. You know, like you might see like 12,000 ratings. The next one might be 8,000 ratings. The next one might be 6,000 ratings. You know, the core fans stay through it, but a lot of people will pick a book and then go to something else. She has steadily huge numbers on her books, because they're great. They're fantastic. So, okay. So let me tell you a little bit. Yeah, she's amazing. That's what I'm saying is like, I've been dreaming of like, there's certain authors, right? That's why I'm like so excited. There's certain authors like from the beginning. I'm like, wouldn't it be amazing? Like when I had 1,000 people in the group, wouldn't it be amazing if Raven Kennedy, like, first of all, knew my name? Like I could message her. Oh yeah, hi Rebecca. She knew the group too, by the way. She's in the group. She said, oh yeah, no, I love your group. That'd be amazing. I'm like, Raven Kennedy knows my group. What? So there's certain people, that and I love all authors. You guys know that about me. I love tons of authors and tons of books, but come on, there's certain ones that you're just like fangirling over, which is why we changed the name of the group to FanGrrrl Romance Rex, because that is what we're all about, is loving on authors and books, and we love Raven Kennedy. So yay! Okay, all right. Okay, let me tell you what it's about. Okay, so it's actually a King Midas retelling. And when you read, I'm not gonna give away spoilers, so I'm gonna say very little actually about the plot line. It's a romance fantasy. She actually writes on her description, if you like ACOTAR, from Blood and Ash, this is probably up your alley. It's an MF, so it's not a reverse harem, although she has written reverse harems. Her Cupidity series is fantastic. And that's just not as well known. And we're actually going to do something to help feature in February because of Valentine's. It's fantastic. So she's actually quite good with reverse harems as well. But this is an MF, and it's essentially about a woman who has been painted gold, and she lives in a castle that's all gold. Everything's gold. And King Midas apparently has the gold touch, and he's turning everything in the castle gold. And he has like a harem of women, although this isn't a reverse harem. And she's like his prized possession, and he puts her in a gilded cage, gold cage. And she's led to believe that, she's revered, and she's kind of okay with that. And it will drive you freaking bananas. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna read part of book 1 and you're gonna be mad. You're just gonna be like, come on, girl, see the light. Like you're stuck in a cage. He's like, getting jiggy with people around you. He's not treating you good. Like, hello, woman. But that's the point, right? You're supposed to believe, it's so hard to summarize without spoilers. Thank you, Robin. You're supposed to get mad. You're supposed to get angry. You're supposed to be mad at her. You're supposed to be mad at the situation. There's reasons for that, right? Just like with Zodiac Academy, right? And a bully romance. A lot of people don't like bully romances, but a lot of people do. But there's a reason for that, because like when the tables turn, you have that really like, it's getting good. She's getting it, and that's what this will do, like that's the kind of series this is. So you're supposed to feel that way. Stick with it. Totally worth it. I often say that if you, love, it's Angie. It's crazy because she is his favorite, but yet she's in a cage, and it's what? And she's gold and all that. If you are a fan of ACOTAR, there are some, not similarities. They're very, very different stories, but, with the MMC in it, there's something with the MMC that will give you, vibes for the main character in ACOTAR. I'm not gonna say the name because you would think everyone's read ACOTAR by now, no, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't read ACOTAR. But there is a main character in Plated Prisoner that feels similar in great ways to a main character in ACOTAR. So if you love that guy, you're gonna love the guy in Plated Prisoner. It really is great. Oh, my mom is watching. Hi, Mom. My mom is Brenda Cartwright. She never catches a live, so it's so exciting. She'll probably talk to me about my hair. She'll probably mention my earrings that she gave me and the necklace that she gave me. Hi, Mom. Love you. Hi. There she goes. You watch. She's like the most proud mom on the planet. I'm a lucky person, lucky daughter. Anyways, so it's just, it's really good. And then, oh, I should say something else too. I look fab. There you go. The moms do that, you know. Thank you. She has great style. I've learned actually a lot from my mom. But anyways, so I should say too, that when I was reading Plated Prisoner in the, I love the Hello Moms, and I think I'd gotten into the third book. So like the first book drove me a little bit batty because I was angry. Okay. I was having those like emotions. And then things, you know, got really exciting. Not giving any spoilers, and really good. There actually is a big cry moment too, I should mention. Like your heart gets pulled out, which ends up being, you know, sad, but it's like, it's worth the ride. And then 2, it was like, okay, yeah. And then 3, book 3, I started getting mad again, like really mad. I'm like, this is not happening. No. Like just mad. And I actually did a post. This was before my group. This was or early stages. I can't quite remember. Let's see, when did this book come out? That might remind me, because I read it pretty quickly after it came out. Let's see, it came out October 16, 2020. So yeah, it was before I opened up the group. But I went on to another book lover group, and is it dual POV? Yeah, it's multiple POV. Right? I'm sure it is. It's been a while since I read it, but I'm pretty sure Amy will let us know if she's still on it. It is Emotional Roller Coaster. I'm pretty sure it is multiple POV. But it takes a little bit to get there. No, it for sure is multiple POV. Now I'm just remembering. I remember the Queen's POV, and Midas has a POV at some point. Yes, it is definitely. But anyway, so I was I went into another Facebook group, and again, I didn't have this one. And although I still do other Facebook, I'm rambling, sorry. But I went into a Facebook group, and I did a comment. Someone was talking about it, and I said, I'm really, really struggling with book 3 because I'm angry. It's a great story. I love it. Like, and I want to see it get to where it's going, but I don't know if I can handle it. Like, the emotion is making me so mad, like in this book. And someone wrote back and was like, trust me, it's worth the ride. You just hang on, get to the end of book 3. And I tell you what, when I got to the end of book 3, I was cheering, hooing, hawing. I was like, oh, yes, you know, and like, that's, you know, that right there tells you, like, it's such a good series for those. I mean, it brings all that out of you, you know, it's so good for that reason. It's just great. So I love it. And I really obviously recommend it, obviously. And I'm just so tickled pink that Raven, multiple POV, first person. Yes, I knew it. Yes, I knew it. Cause I remembered the Queens and then the Midases and whatever. Anyways, I just was, tickled pink that she was like, she emailed me. She emailed me back, you know, and was like, yeah, I would love to do it. I would love to be featured. And I'm just like, is this happening? Like, I literally went onto the moderator chat and I was like, guys, this is happening. Is this happening? Is this for real? Like, Raven Kennedy, is this for real? And it was. And, you know, and like I said, I follow her on TikTok, and, you know, she does so well on TikTok. And so I was starstruck, you know, I was definitely fangirling, and it was really awesome. So, okay. So that's, so thank you, Raven Kennedy, for doing the 5 signed books, paperbacks, and ebooks. Like, what? And then she's going to do something for February too, for Cupidity. What? You know, so it's just awesome. So thank you, Raven, for that. You guys will have a newsletter coming out in the next few weeks where we'll announce the winners. And like I said, we're going to look at all the comments on here. So make sure you talk about Raven and what you love about her and her books and Plated Prisoner. We do come back to this post and we look. Me and several other moderators do. And I have a couple other people that help as well. So we look through all that. We look at posts in the group. So anything over the next couple of weeks that you post about Raven Kennedy, Plated Prisoner, we'll be looking at that. And if you create any content anywhere, and you have to mention Fangirl Romance Rex or I won't see it. So mention the group, say that you love the group, talk about Plated Prisoner. That will be eligibles too. And then what we'll do is, once we get the newsletter together, we've already started working on it actually. There'll be a featured section for Raven. She'll have a page to herself where she's going to do a little bit of a talk to us and tell us a little bit of something. And then she's got some questions that we asked her that she answers. And then on that same page, there'll be the winners announced. And then you just email the group if you want to claim your prize, or you can message me on Facebook. Excuse me. And then we'll follow that back up with an actual post in the group to say the price to as well. So it's not done. We have to, the way we're doing it now, we used to pick winners like on the live. Excuse me. But now they, yeah, you just downloaded a sample, Jackie. Awesome. Yeah, you're going to get really angry. Just stick through it. I'm trying to think, guys, when is it in book one where like, is it like 75% into book one, maybe 50% to 75% to book one? You start getting some like, you know, like we're moving, you know, we're at, you know, but that she's laying the foundation. You have to, right? And like a lot of books like that are emotional, you lay that foundation so that way when things happen, it's really meaningful and significant because you've been through the rough times, you know? So yeah, oh yeah, so the 75-ish. Okay, Kat, thanks. Yeah, and thank you, Angie, about the newsletters. Yeah, the newsletter is gorgeous. If you haven't signed up, I mean, it's beautiful. It's free. We don't do anything with the emails. Like, you know, I don't share them. We don't spam. Literally, we just send the newsletter out. And it's just a way of communicating information about the group. The thing is, we do a lot of posts, but, you know, Facebook's a funny beast, man, with post reach. That's why I started doing like, oh, hey, Kelly. Oh, yeah, you love Raven. Oh, awesome. That's why I started doing a lot of community chats, if you've noticed, to do announcements. So I'll do a community chat. I actually write like announcement in the title, and then I write it all up. Then I invite people, then I pause it. So that way the only comments in the chat are from me, and your phone's not going to go off like crazy, and it's getting like crucial information out to you, you know, like, hey, you know, I should have actually done one about the live today. I've been doing good on those, but I think I forgot to do a post about the live today. But yeah, so the newsletter has lots of really good information, and it's also really pretty. Like, it's just really pretty. The fantasy newsletter is kind of magical and whimsical. And then the newsletter for the sister group, the dark group, is kind of, it's like, I mean, it's just got a gothic vibe to it, but it's like a romantic gothic vibe. Like there's motorcycles in the background with like roses and stuff, and like skulls, but roses. It's pretty. It's very pretty. Totally different palette and totally different vibe because the groups are totally different from one another. So yeah. So anyways, we'll do the newsletter, and then it actually takes a lot of time and effort to do the newsletter. Holly Patierno designed it. She takes all the inputs and does the first draft. I go in there and clean it up. Sometimes Dawn Davis gets in there and does stuff too. And then Amy Reynolds is out there tracking down information. Kat Gifford is helping me get information. Holly Edgerton's out there helping me get information. Like, it's just a lot. You know, we have a section for, it's a write-up about what's going on. We have announcements. We have, the featured author section. We have the 11100 section featuring the 11100 authors, which I'm about to get to here in a second because some of them are watching right now for sure, and I have their blurbs to tell you about. You know, the thank you ma'am section. You know, we have recs from members. We actually scroll through the group and we find recommendations from the group that we think that are really good recs that maybe we've read, and we're like, yeah, that was a really good one, and that you might have missed them in the group. So anyway, oh, hey, Marie. Hey, Marie. All right. See you later, Gator, Amy. Yeah. So it's, you know, it's a great newsletter. And so we'll announce the winners in that. And then, like I said, then we'll circle back up and do a post in the group because, about half the people see the newsletter, that are winners, and about the other half, don't. Oh, you have to subscribe to the newsletter to win. So we pick all the winners. Then I make sure that they subscribed. And then if they didn't, I pick another winner because I've officially said only subscribers to the newsletters wins. So, just because it's like that, the newsletter is all about the heart of the group. And it's just like one of those things that it just says that like, it's one of the family members, you know, like it's one of our family. So, so make sure you subscribe. I'll make sure to, there's actually a post in the announcements that has the sign up link if you haven't done it already. And again, we don't spam, we don't share. It's just a lot of fun. So, okay. All right. So, the first portion of today's episode is Raven Kennedy, and how amazing she is and how much we love her. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the 11100 authors, and then we're going to talk about the Thank You Ma'am author for this month and what she is donating and a little bit about that. So the 11100, if you're not sure what that is, and if you do know, I'm sorry if I'm saying it again and you're having to hear it all over again. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. So we have, I am pretty high energy. I'm pretty high energy. So we have, thanks, Karina. That's sweet. So we have a whole bunch of authors that want to do giveaways in the group. And can you hear the dogs barking? My husband's home, or I'd go check on them. They're going kind of crazy right now. Hey, Katie. Hi. Okay, so we have a lot of authors that want to do giveaways in the group. And we try really hard to have like that book bestie. You can hear the dogs. Okay, hopefully it kind of... I would text my husband, but I'm on my phone. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me try to get him because I'm not going to go. He's here. He knows I'm on the video. He could take care of them. He's playing PlayStation. Really important stuff, let me tell you. Okay, hold on. Can you check on the dogs? I am on a live. Okay, sent. All right, so it essentially is, oh, thank you, Katie. So basically, we have a mission for the group. The mission of the group is this is a recommendation group. This is where you can go and get real recommendations. And that's why we have all the rules that we have about promotion and keeping it to, we don't want the wall to look like a Facebook ad. Oh, I hear him now. He's walking. He's going to check it out. We don't want the wall to look like a Facebook ad. We want it to be the voices of regular readers. When someone recommends a book in the group, we don't want it to be because someone affiliated is on the street team and is pushing out the book, because that there is a place and there's a way to promote in the group, but we want it to be disclosed and we want it to be transparent. Okay, and that's why we have Promo Mundo, where we do the post on Mondays from FanGrrrl Romance Rec's page, and authors can do all their promotions. And by the way, you should check that out because every Monday that goes up, and it's gotten to be so popular now, there's at least 60 promotions on there every Monday. Authors in the group that are just trying to get people to read their books. So it's a great thread. And then every Wednesday we have where, you can pick up arcs. There is something called Wednesday One Ads, and every Wednesday authors drop their arcs on there, and you can go sign up for the arcs. We also have the community chat because community chats get better exposure. At least right now, Facebook is pushing out community chats. That's why I use it for announcements, and that's why we do the arcs that way too. It just gets more visibility than posts. So we've got that too for authors, right? But if I get asked very frequently by authors to do giveaways in the group, and so how do you do the criteria for that? If we allowed every author to do a giveaway in the group, the wall would be slammed with giveaway posts and promotions, which, to be fair, that's a great situation to be in. I feel truly honored and blessed that so many people want to reach out to the members of the group and give away a book to them. That is amazing. But we have to be laser focused on our mission. The group has done as well as it has because we have been laser focused on the mission. And so we're going to continue to be laser focused on the mission. And because of that, that's why we came up with the 11100. I know I feel like I feel like I'm walking around. I'm getting there. I actually messaged the 11100 authors today to give them a time frame. And I was like, yeah, I'm a talker. So I don't know when I'll actually start talking about the 1100 stuff. And they all laughed at me. Thanks, Marie. And thanks, Angie. But, so we wanted to come up with a way to do a giveaway so authors, can sign up for a giveaway. And it doesn't have to be the featured author of the month. It doesn't have to be something that I've read. It can be, any author in the group who wants to do a giveaway, they can do it. And this is one way to do it. So what we came up with was the 11100. So we have, 11 winners, and, we have, I might have to change the name, but I really like the name. So initially it was the 11-100 because it was 11 winners out of the top 100 active members. But now that's changed. We give it to people who talk on this feed. We give it to people who subscribe to the newsletter. We give it to people, the top 100 active members. We do a random draw. It's a lot of work to get the winners together. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's exhausting. I was telling my husband the other day, in a good way, like, that I was working on it. And he's like, what? I told him about this for like a year and a half. Okay. Like, he knows every month I do a live and I give out prizes, right? But for some reason he decided to say for the first time, how many prizes do you give away? I'm like, well, there's the 10 from the featured author. There's the 11 for the 11-100. Then there's the thank you, ma'am. So 10 plus 11, I'm starting to do the math. I tell him that. He goes, and we buy this every month for people in your group? Earth to Calvin. No, we don't buy it for people in the group. It's from the authors. Like, how many times do I have to tell you this? Like, men. No offense if any men are watching. But anyway, so I was just like, how is he just like tuning into this now, man? Like, I just don't understand. Anyways, so he cracks me up. So so then now we have the 11-100. So that's what it used to be. Oh, hey, Sarah. So it used to be 11 people in the top 100. I feel like I repurposed that to make it make sense with what we're doing now. But for the life of me, I can't remember off the top of my head. Now it's 11 winners from everywhere. So yay, everywhere. Okay, so yeah, so just be active in the group, post, comments, subscribe to the newsletter. That's another one. You have to actually to win, as I said earlier. And no one's creating FYI, nobody's creating content on TikTok. Nobody. Or Instagram. I've had 2 people do it, so they both won. Like, and literally one of them just did a picture of the group and just posted it to their handle. So just FYI to the 20 people on the live, at the moment, go create some content because you'll have a shoe-in for something. So anyways, so that's that. Okay. So the 11-100. So these authors, these 5 very generous authors have signed up, to give away their books. And so what we do is I have them email me a very short blurb to our email address. And then Holly Edgerton, bless her heart, she's amazing. She is a mod in the group and she went through the emails and she put together a little Word doc for me. So I haven't read it. Okay. And we started doing this a couple months ago and it was a lot of fun. So I'm going to read it for the first time live of what each of these 5 books are that they're donating. And we'll do the winners later, right? As I said. So if you're interested in any of these, write a comment about it. And we'll check that out too when we're deciding who gets what. So, you could do Instagram or TikTok, and you can also do, Facebook Reels, and you could also share any of the posts from the FanGrrrl Romance Rex page. You just have to make sure to mention FanGrrrl Romance Rex. That's everywhere. We have a FanGrrrl Romance Rex with the 3 R's TikTok handle. We have an Instagram and we have the Facebook page. And also if you could follow the Facebook page, that'd be great. I haven't really been pushing that out, but that would be great to eventually get that to be bigger because I'd like to start doing lives from there so other people could so I'm not like stuck in one group. I could like do a live for all the groups at once. So that would be great. Yeah, do you have to, so you would mention me. You can hashtag me, but you would need to, so like when you do TikTok, you can do, you would follow me, FanGrrrl Romance, not me, but FanGrrrl Romance Rex. And then you would go to the video and you do the LL @ sign and then FanGrrrl Romance Rex. And then that will, mention me in the video so people can click on it and find us and, say something about it in the video. But if you do, right now, if you do content, like I said, you have a pretty good chance of getting something because nobody is doing it. So, okay. All right. So here's the 5 books from the 5 authors. All right. So author number 1, this is, you know who I know this is? Okay. I got to talk about this real quick. And I'm not trying to give like an unfair shout out. It's just, like I'm talking about one author, maybe not the others. It's just, this is something that I noticed recently and that's who I am. I just blab when things come up in my head. This one is Bound by Chance, Katie Fraser. And she had KD, not KT, but like the initials KD. She has actually been super supportive in the ARC chats recently. She was jumping on the ARC chats, dropping some of her books there. And, you know, I always get somebody coming on the community chat and being like, why am I invited to this chat? For the love of God, can you take me off the chat? And literally someone wrote that. For the love of God, take me off the chat. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. And you know, you can leave those chats at any time, and you can also change your settings so that you don't get notifications. And I don't have a lot to say on that. Like, I don't have a lot of control on that. It's very limited, the community chats. So, very limited. Like I invite, conversation starters, active members, and new members. Those are the 3 categories. So if you fall into one of those, you're going to get the invite. The only way you won't get the invite is if you change your settings for the group, and you can do that by group. Okay. So just, if you don't like it, change your settings, but you know, for the love of God, don't complain on a public chat. So I have to say it. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's going to be 2,000 people seeing that comment, you know, like it doesn't make you look like a nice person. So, we actually removed the comment, but still, anyways. Just had to say my piece there. All right, moving back on. Sorry. So this lady, Katie Fraser, she was great because she piped up on the chat and was like, actually, you can change your notification settings. And then she put little pictures in there. And I was like, that was really sweet of her. So I ended up messaging her after and told her thank you. And then just funny enough, I went to the 11100 post. Authors, if you want to be a part of 11100, you can go to the post. It's in the author's guide. And you can sign up. And I just go down in order. And funny enough, she was in line to do the 1100. So that I reached out to her again. I was like, hey, you want to do 1100? And she said, yeah. So, okay. Yes, let me say one more thing too. The ARC chat is brilliant. I get messages from authors all the time. They had like 50 people sign up for their ARC. Like there's just, I had one person message me and tell me that they actually run ARC chat groups and they don't get the visibility that we do through that chat. Like it just, people just ignore posts, but for whatever reason, the community chat and the groups just does so well for getting people to sign up. So it's just very supportive of authors, you know? So yeah, it's great. So, I do the invite. It usually is Wednesday, lunchtime time. Usually Eastern time. It's whenever I work full time. So it's when I can get it in there. And I run both chats at the same time. I have 2 monitors and I put one on one screen and one on the other screen and talk about like, yeah, but you know, it's a good thing. It helps people. Okay. All right. Let's get back to her book. So she's, Bound by Chance, Katie Fraser. So it's an RHY choose. And, it's fun. I was just laughing at myself. I don't even know when I don't think we're ever going to be able to stop saying RH. Sorry, I was just thinking to myself. I was like, I don't know if I just need to say why choose. It's so hard. It's one of those like hot topics. Anyways, yeah, rocking the multitasking. Thanks, Alexis. Okay. So here's her blurb. Bound by Chance is a medium dark fantasy reverse harem. Well, I guess that answers that question. I just literally asked that, and it's her first sentence. Arden is a typical 30-something, oh, that's nice, 30-something, suburban woman who is engaged to Todd, a man she's been with for about 10 years. I feel like Todd might be a little bit boring. I don't know, just an idea. Okay, one day, 2 strange men show up in her house accusing her fiance. Oh, I almost said finance. I'm so sorry. Okay, her fiance of heinous crimes. And as retribution, they steal her away to the Fey realm. In trying to escape from their clutches, Arden goes through a lot of self-discovery and realizes why her entire life she felt out of place. That sounds nice. That's good. Todd, fiance. What was he doing being a fiance for 10 years? That's, well, I shouldn't say that because a lot of people do that. Never mind, moving on. Okay, gonna embarrass myself here. All right, next up. Yeah, it's nice having an FMC that's just a little bit more seasoned. It's nice. I like the young one. Oh my God, that sounds terrible. I'm not even going there. Moving on. All right. So, oh my gosh. I'm just going to laugh at myself. I have not had anything to drink, just FYI. It hasn't happened. Not today on New Year's Eve, just in case if anyone was wondering. I'm only drinking water, coffee, and orange juice. Okay. Moving on. Of ice break and heartbreak. Oh no, you've got an ex-boyfriend named Todd. Cameron. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so the next one is of ice and heartbreak. Marina A. Scott. No, it's not Marina. That's Marianne. Marianne A. Scott. You know what? Marianne A. Scott. Marianne A. Scott. Marianne A. Scott. Hold on. Sorry. Give me 1 second. I have a feeling hold on. I might be wrong. Marianne A. Scott. Let me just look real quick. Yes! Marianne A. Scott. So Marianne A. Scott, I recognize the name. She did, this is not the book that she's giving away, by the way. Hold on, let me make sure it's not. No, it's not. Okay, this is not the book she's giving away. But she had Made from Magic. I don't know if you guys remember, but I think it was about a year and a half ago, maybe. Holly Patierno, who's a mod in the group, I think she read an arc for that, Made from Magic, and it's like a purplish cover, and it's got like a crown. And she did an arc read for it, and she just gaga'd over that book in the group. And that's like, and I've always had it in the back of my head to give it a shot, and I haven't had a chance yet. I know you guys have read it. It's got 745 ratings. That's pretty good, close to 5 stars. I didn't mean to start pumping out a different book, but I read that name just now because when I was talking to her on chat, she doesn't have the same name, so I didn't put it together. I told you I'm just looking at this for the first time, so I didn't know. I'm just putting it together. Yeah, right, Marie, right? Didn't Holly love it? I'm sure of it, yeah. Made from Magic, Marianne A. Scott. I'm gonna check it out. Okay, anyways, the book that she's gonna away for 11100 is Of Ice and Heartbreak by Marianne A. Scott. And it's an MF book. And the blurb is, after growing up thinking she was human, how do you pronounce, is it Edina? I actually have a speech impediment, so I get kind of mixed up sometimes. Edina? Edina? I don't know. So after growing up thinking she was human, Edina is barely settling into her new life in Fairy as the Winter Court Princess. When she's asked to enter a political marriage, wait, hold on. Let's have a look-see-peek-see. Hold on. We are going to make sure, is this like book, I'm pulling this book up. This sounds like it could be a book 2. I don't want to give any spoil. I don't want to keep reading a blurb if it's a book 2. Hold on. Marianne Scott of Ice and Heartbreak. Let me look it up. It's so handy to have. No, it's book 1. Okay, woof. It's book 1. It's book 1 of the Fae Romance series. Okay, I can go back and keep reading it. Because I was like, she's already a princess. A lot of times with books, you know, they get there. They don't start off that way, but they get there. Okay, Edina is barely settling into her new life in Fairy as the Winter Court Princess. When she's asked to enter a political marriage, she agrees on one condition. She and her new fiancé pretend to fall in love. You see, on her first night in Fairy, her fated mate rejected her. And now she's ready to get her revenge. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Did you guys already answer my question about Edina or Edina? I don't know if you guys did or not. I'm just looking at comments. Oh my gosh. Oh, Marie thinks I'm cute. Thank you. My voice is all shattered from literally just getting over COVID. I had it on Christmas. We actually had to cancel Christmas. It's terrible. Okay, moving on. Okay, the third book is the Necra Dancer, Mercy de Simonon. Okay, you're gonna help me out with this. Desimone. De Simone, right? Oh, we got Edina. Edina? Huh. Okay, you guys are now all given. Oh yeah, Sarah. Yeah, you gave me COVID over Messenger. Yep. You didn't think it was possible? It's possible. No, I'm joking. Yeah, Sarah had it first, and then I got it really quickly after that. Okay, so the Necro Dancer for Mercy de Simone. That's what I'm going to have to say is Simone, is my guess. Oh my gosh, hold on 1 second. It's like leftover COVID. It's an RHY cheese. Which is scarier, death or desire? When a sinister force starts stalking me. Ooh, stalking. I like a good stalking book. I have to rely on two yummy slayers named, oh my gosh, Trick and Treat. Is this a Halloween? This is definitely a Halloween themed book. Oh my gosh, it's too bad we didn't do this a couple months ago. Okay. I have to rely on two yummy slayers named Trick and Treat. I know, me and the stalkers. It's terrible. Love you, Maggie. Trick or treat to watch my back. Get ready for a sugar rush of zombies, tricks, treats, and meddling matchmakers. And this marshmallow fluff of a MFM romance. I tell you what, that's a really good blurb. That's a really good, it's only 2 sentences long. That's well done, Mercy. That was great. So that sounds great. Sinister force starts stalking me. Yummy slayers named Trick and Treat to watch my back. Wow. I'm sorry we didn't do this a couple months ago. But still, it's not too late. It's never too late for Halloween, right? Never, never. Yo, Katie, you and your funny post, man, you'll trick your treat. That's awesome. Okay, number 4, Rescuing Raina, Lorelai libretto. Lorelai has actually done this before, but one of her different books, and she wanted to do it again. And I was like, of course you can do it again. And she actually I followed the order on the post, and she was up next. So here she is. So this is Rescuing Raina. It's an MF. What will happen when a shy werewolf, Raina, who fades easily into the background of her noisy and chaotic family, catches the eye of a powerful red dragon shifter, Raphael Saint Cyr? C-Y-R. You guys' names are not my strong point. C-Y-R. The right hand of the Prince of Dragons. He introduces her to a world of wealth, intrigue, and passion she has never known. The only trouble is that dragons mask their scents. They mask their scents. So Raina cannot smell him to know if he is her fated mate, while he, as a red dragon, has no sense of smell. Well, that sounds like a pickle. Will he be able to convince her to forsake a fated mate to choose him? I don't know. My guess is maybe at some point. That's awesome. Wow. So they smell each other for the fated mates, but he's masked his smell and he has no sense of smell. That is a conundrum. That is a pickle. So yes, dragon book. Okay, cool. Yeah, dragons are in right now, aren't they? After Fourth Wing. I still have not read Fourth Wing. Don't throw tomatoes at me. Don't do it. Sarah already gave me COVID over Messenger. That's going to be funny forever, I think. Okay, so that is that one. And our 5th book is, it's Cameron Alley. Oh, Cameron. She actually was, she's done a lot with the group. She's been around for a while in the group, and she's given this book away before. I'm pretty sure she has. Cameron, if you haven't, then I don't know what happened there. I thought in my head that you did, but, you know what? Author Spotlight, right? Weren't you on the Author Spotlight? I think so. But it's been a while. I need to start doing those again. I used to do these live videos where 3 authors would sign up, and we would do 5-minute segments per author. They were great, actually. I need to start doing it. I'll put that on my agenda for the new year. So, oh my gosh, some of us have loved dragons since The Hobbit. Are you kidding me? Katie Freeman. We can, if you ever need a laugh, Katie Freeman's your girl. So is Marie Jones. Marie Jones is also excellent with the laughing. I know. I'll get to it eventually. So, okay. Aw, thank you, Marie. Okay, all right, 5th book. So Love Spells, Full Moons, and Silver Bullets by Cameron Alley. So this is an MF. And there's a couple of tropes involved, urban fantasy, or tropes genre, she says. Urban fantasy is a genre. Slow burn, one bed trope, found family, fated mates. It's got Halloween Town vibes. There's a witty talking cat. And there's he's mine, touch me, and you die vibes. Touch him. No, he's mine, touch him, and die vibes. Okay, so what do you do when your ex's werewolf boss wants to feast on the mortal you've sworn to protect? I've got to think about that a little bit. Okay. What do you do when your ex's werewolf boss, your ex's, so the boss is the werewolf. Your ex's werewolf boss wants to feast on the mortal you've sworn to protect. Okay, that's the question. And then here's the blurb. Okay, Quinn was unaware of the love potion. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so sorry. It's like COVID. I'm not contagious, but I'm at the end. Quinn was unaware of the love potion her meddling cat dumped into her tea. So when Ian Hannigan ends up injured on her property, she thinks she's dealing with another mortal, not the man who can help mend her heart. Her life becomes a balancing act as she attempts to keep him safe while hiding secrets better left buried with the dead. That's cool. That's okay. So that is also, so we have 2 Halloween vibe books right now in the 5. That's interesting. The Necrodancer is Halloween vibes, and so is the Love Spells, Full Moons, and Silver Bullets. I love her cover, by the way. It's a green witch. It's awesome for that book. Okay, so those are the 5 authors. Thank you so much, 5 authors, for donating. If you're watching, I don't know if you are or not. I don't know what happens. As these lives go on, I swear it's like I get frizzy. Like I start off and everything looks good. And then as the lives go on, I'm just like, what is it just the energy? Am I like producing humidity? I don't know. It's so weird. Oh, you wrote them down, Angie? Awesome. Awesome. Never ending story. Oh my gosh, you guys are so much fun. Okay. Thank you, Angie. Okay. All right. So those are our 5 Live 100 authors. Thank you so much. Thanks for sending the blurbs, you guys. And thanks for giving away, because each of those are going to do, they're going to give away their book to 11 people. That's quite a big giveaway. So it's an ebook to 11 people for each of them. So if you win, you'll get one of those, each of those 5 books. So you have a bundle. All right. And last but not least, let me zip over here. Okay. Is the Thank You Ma'am winner, or Thank You Ma'am, author. Okay. So Thank You Ma'am is, if you guys didn't know, and we're wrapping up here because I know it's been a little bit and it's New Year's Eve. The Thank You Ma'am author is someone who donates a book box. And it actually started off with Midnight Tales Book Box Company reaching out to me asking if every quarter they could do a book box. And then it was like, once I did it for the quarter, then I needed to keep doing it for each month. And then so I was like, I started reaching out to authors to see if they would do it. And everyone was like, yeah. So I actually haven't reached back to Midnight Tales to ask them to pick up, and it's already been past the quarter. It's just been working so well. So hopefully that'll get back going again at some point, but it's not their fault. It's just time goes by and I haven't reached out. And anyways, but so I have a post on the group where authors can sign up to be the Thank You Ma'am author. And oh yeah, you love Midnight Tales, Katie? That's awesome. That's awesome. So in order to be the Thank You Ma'am book box author, you have to have over 1,000 ratings on Amazon. Right now, that's the criteria, 4 to 5 stars. And so I did a post saying, if you want to do a book box giveaway for Thank You Ma'am, that's the criteria. If you're interested, just sign up and I'll reach out to you. And so I had Marina Simcoe reach out, A Serpent's Touch. I had Jen Gray reach out, and she did one month. So I've had LJ Andrews, the Ever King. She did it last month. So I've had several people reach out, and so I was actually already talking to this author on Messenger about something different, and then I went to the post and I saw that she had signed up, and I was like, awesome, do you want to do it? And she says yes. And then let me tell you something. This lady, the author is Elva Birch, and she does, hold on, let me open up so I can tell you the exact stuff. She does the Royal Dragons of Alaska series, and her first book has 1681 ratings. That's pretty good. Over 4 stars, almost 5 stars. And each of her books is a different couple. It's, you know, it's more of like a traditional paranormal romance, and it's dragons, and it's in Alaska. And anyways, she was like, yes, I'll do it. And then she put this whole, like, I've never had an author do this before. This is a compliment. She put this whole Google Drive together for me. Like, she dropped all these pictures in there that I can use for the newsletter. I'm like, this is great, because it's so much work getting all this stuff together for the newsletter. And she just gave it to me. I'm like, this is great. And then she sent me a write-up, like what the 11100 authors did, and that I can read, because I actually haven't read the book, the series, for the giveaway. And I'm like, this is amazing. She's giving me everything I need to know just to talk to you guys about it on the chat. So this is great. Okay, so the way the Thank You Ma'am works, real quick, is it stands for Thank You Moderators Appreciated Member. And so because we have all these giveaways we do for like the featured author, that's more geared towards people that are Raven Kennedy fans for this month. We have 11100, which is like activity in the group and the newsletter, and also Raven Kennedy too. And you know, the Thank You Ma'am really is that standout person in the group that we noticed on the admin team as being supportive in the group. That's active, that's positive. Katie Freeman's one at one time, Sarah Quinn's one at one time, you know, Stephanie Joy Hodgkinson, I guess the last name, one at one time too as well. So it's really like, you know, it's really to thank someone who is a standout in the group. And, you know, and so we'll do that. We haven't picked someone yet, so we'll be looking over the next, you know, couple weeks between now and the time the newsletter goes out, and pick someone. So, okay, so this is, and they'll get a book box. So she's doing swag, and, she says there's starred photos in the book box, as well as, I'm assuming, a signed book. She didn't say that on here, but I'm assuming there's probably going to be a signed book in the book box. Usually is. So, because it comes straight from her. So that's really exciting. So, okay. So this is a dragon. Let's see here. Let me see what I want to. Okay, let me read the description of book 1. Basically, each one is different couples with dragons. They take place in Alaska. And the description for book 1 is, actually, let me do the tropes first. There's reluctant royalty, running away, framed for murder, rags to riches, Alaska, protective. Every time I hear, you guys, I think I said this on the last live. Every time I hear Alaska, I always think of The Proposal Now with Sandra Bullock, and she's like, Alaska, ha ha. Do you know what I'm talking about in that scene? I think I literally said this on the other live. I know so many dragons. Anyway, so I keep thinking about that every time I read Alaska. One of these days, it's, you know, I won't remember that. Oh, what's the name of the book? Yeah, okay. So the very first book is The Dragon Prince of Alaska. Dragon Prince of Alaska. It's The Royal Dragons of Alaska, book 1, and it's by Elva Birch. Elva Birch. You know what I'm talking about, Proposal? Like every time she's like, Alaska, ha ha. I don't remember what it's in reference to, but I always think of it. Okay. Protective hero, competent heroine, betrayal, rich world building, fated mates with a twist, relentless enemies, dragon shifters, found family, and fast paced. That's a heck of a, you know, bag of tropes there. Okay, so the description is, yay, Sarah, you love dragons and princes. Woohoo. Okay. Yeah. Oh, she wrote it. Alaska, haha. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I feel like I'm going crazy. All right. Here's the description. Karina was just trying to advance to manager at her accounting firm. Instead, she uncovered the dirty secrets of a giant bank, got framed for murder, and fled the country. Now she's hiding out in a van with a stray dog in the kingdom of Alaska. Kingdom, that's interesting. And a gorgeous park ranger is telling her that she's his destiny and also camping illegally on royal land. Before she knows it, she's whisked off to a palace on the arm of a dragon shifter prince and fitted for a crown because she's been chosen by an ancient magic spell to be the mate of the next king of Alaska. Wow. All right, I'm not going to read any more because I think it gives too much away. No offense, Elva. So that's really cool. So it's dragon shifters, there's royalty, and then each book, if you look at the cover, each book is green. It's got green. It's got like the, it looks like it has like the Northern Lights behind it. That's kind of cool. And they're all by Elva Birch. Oh, of course, they're all by Elva Birch. I'm just getting, it's at the end of the live, you guys. I'm getting tongue tied to, you know, this blah. And yeah, so the Dragon Prince of Alaska. So that is our Thank You Ma'am author. I probably need to do, I think this is the first time I've read a description for a Thank You Ma'am author. Once again, she had it all packaged for me. I was like, this is amazing. Thank you, Elva. That's amazing. So there you go. And so she's going to be giving away a book box to the group. And so we'll look to see who, dude, I want to be chosen to be the mate of a dragon shifter. It's a thing. It's a thing. What we'll probably do to help pick this prize is we'll probably look to see, who, we would want to give a thank you to that also loves dragons. That's probably what we'll do because so many people are talking about dragons, you know, so that shouldn't be too hard to figure out. So we'll do that. So anyways, there you go. That is, so we had Raven Kennedy. This was a big live. Every time it's big. You know, last live, I got off the live and I went to the dark group and did a live there. And I was like, some of it was good and some of it not so good. I was absolutely exhausted when it was done because of the, you know, crazy high energy. Okay. So Jackie loves a great dragon book. Dragon Gap is one of my favorite. Awesome. Okay, so I'm also going to say one more thing. There is some I can't say what the news is right now because I made promises. And I tend to keep my promises. I'm one of those people. I think hopefully most of us are. But on Sunday, January 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern, so same time as this. So that's a week from today, right? Sunday, January 7th. Yes, a week from today, 3 p.m. Eastern. There's going to be a live. And I'm trying to figure out if I can do it like in multiple groups, like with StreamYard, where I drop it in the dark group, I drop it in this group, and maybe a few other groups. But there's going to be a live with Stephanie Hudson and me. And there is some big news being announced that's group related. That's very exciting, like really exciting. So that is happening January 7th, 3 p.m. If you want to hear the big news, I'll also put it in the next newsletter, but you'll hear it first on the live. So there you go. That's super exciting. So I hope you guys, what's your New Year's Eve plans? Like basically that's the end of the live. Now we're just chatting. What's your New Year's Eve plans? Does anyone have any good New Year's Eve plans? Because it is New Year's Eve. I got my pretty earrings on for New Year's Eve. I'm just going to keep showing them. My mom gave me those. It's exciting news. It's really exciting news. It's, you know, it's a surreal thing, man. Oh my gosh, my voice is gone. It's surreal. It's surreal. I'll just say that. Reading? Me too. I'm going to be reading. Yeah. Hubby and I, like I said, we're still getting over at the very end of COVID. So, and let me tell you, when I tested for COVID, oh, Cats, Cal Champagne. Hey, Mercy. Hey, we talked about your book. You probably saw. She's one of the Halloween books. And Lorelai, yay, she's on here too. Yay. When I took the COVID test, I took 2 back to back. It was like so positive. It was like boom, boom. I was like, oh, damn, I got COVID for Christmas. So yeah, I'm at the end of it now. I mean, it's been 2 weeks, you know, so I'm definitely at the end, but still, so we're just hanging in. We're gonna, I'm probably just gonna keep reading. I mean, really, I have so many books on my TBR. I've been struggling with what I'm gonna read next. I just finished a book last night, so I've been struggling. And, you know, I found, this is crazy. I was looking at a couple of the books on the bestsellers, and for, what was it? was it vampires or was it werewolves or was it magic? I think it was magic. I was looking on the bestsellers for magic, and this book by Hannah Hayes popped up, and she wrote an Omegaverse that's really good, and Pack Rivals, that's what she wrote. Really good Omegaverse. I used to not be a fan of Omegaverses, but I've been reading some that now I am actually kind of a fan, depending on how they're done. And anyways, I saw this book of hers and I was like, this cover looks great, you know, and I opened it up and I started reading the description. I read it like 2 weeks ago and it's really good. It deserves an emoji review. And I was just so busy, and then I got sick with COVID. I forgot. So I literally am like, oh my God. What are the chances I'm like, I just stumbled upon this book. Oh wow, this cover looks great. Open it up. Oh, I read this. There's a pig in it. Yes, it's really good. I meant to write an emoji review. COVID, man. Stupid COVID. So anyways, so yeah, we're just going to stay in. We normally like get on our scooters. We have these little scooters that go like 70 miles an hour, but we don't go that fast. We stay on the island and we drive around and we go look for fireworks and stuff. But like I said, his knee is hurting him. So he's just hanging out playing PlayStation. So I think I'm just going to read. Maybe I'll write an emoji review. I don't know. That's the plan. And then starting next week, I start back up work I take down my light show. If you don't know about my light show, I have all that in the front yard right now. And then I take that down on Wednesday. And then I'm actually on Thursday, I'm still on vacation. I think I might get back to writing my book. I've got the first book written. I'm like halfway into the second book. So I've been talking to people about it today because I can't quite figure out. By the way, this is just us chatting now. This is not like, we're past all the giveaways if you're just jumping on now. Yes, I have a video of the light show. This is like Book Bestie chatting. If you go to YouTube, it's the Dixon's Holiday Displays. You can see all the videos in 4K of the current display outside. It's really cool. So, we're gonna start taking that down on Wednesday, and then I have a few days before I go back to work, and I'm either gonna start writing again Monday after work, and what I do is I write a chapter a night, and then the next day I edit the chapter, and then I write the next chapter. And so like I write a chapter every day, and there's about 40 chapters in every book. So I've been trying to figure out, like, should I go ahead and publish the first one, or should I wait until the whole series is written? I don't know. I'm doing all those questions. Do I do KU? Do I not do KU? I'll eventually start, I think I'm gonna do KU just because I'm such a KU fan myself. But, and then I want like all you guys that have KU can read it if you wanted to. I think I'll start using the authors group for help with all that here soon. But anyway, so that's what's going on with me. I'm gonna start doing that on Monday. And then just focusing on the group. I've got to get a lot of stuff done with the group. I've got to get newsletters done. It's really hard having two groups with two newsletters. So, and then we got to get the winners picked, and I've got the big announcement this week from this Sunday. I got to start getting healthy again. It's been a stressful year, so I got to focus on that. So that's my New Year's. That's what I'm doing. So, you like waiting for the entire series? Yeah, so that's my biggest, like, I have not talked publicly about the book at all. Like, I've been very tight-lipped, but that is my biggest concern, is like, it's a very complicated plot line, and I'm really worried that, like, if I publish them one at a time, that I'll get to a future book and then I'll be like, oh crap, I want to go add a chapter in book one. I want to go change this. I want to do this POV, and I won't be able to because it's already published. That's my biggest worry. But I thought it was going to be like 3 to 4 books long. It's looking like it's going to be longer. And with me writing a chapter a night after work and about 40 something chapters in each book, like, it's going to take a while for me to get the whole thing written and then edited and then the copyright and all that stuff. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't quite figured it out. You're waiting to finish it all before you're publishing? How many have you written so far, Angie? I love that there's authors on here to talk to me about this. This is amazing. I did not expect that. Lorelai says, I like waiting for the entire series because sometimes you can go back and make a tiny change, an early book to tie into a later book. That's my biggest worry, because my plot line is really complicated. I have a lot of POVs too, and I never thought I would have a lot of POVs. Like, I just never thought I would do it, and it just happened. It just happened. Oh, hey, Marie. Yeah. Aw. You know, Sarah, I didn't think I mean, I haven't published yet, but, you know, I think a lot of people, oh, bonus chapters, Mercy, someone just said that to me today. They said, go ahead and publish it, because if you need to add a chapter, you can do a bonus chapter. You know, I think I might, that's a good point. Someone was just telling me that today. But, you know, I didn't think I'd be able to write a book. I mean, I don't think of myself as an author or anything. I just know there's a story that I've been wanting to tell forever, and I was scared to start it because I thought, who am I? And then enough people said something to me. I was like, let me just try it. And I actually, it went a lot. Like when I first gave the first book to a couple of my friends to read, I was like kind of, you know, they read a few chapters on it, and I was kind of cringing, and I was like, oh, they're gonna do that. And they loved it, you know. And then as soon as I started getting some really positive feedback, and I was like, okay, cool, maybe I can do this, you know. And now I'm well into it, you know. I'm like in the middle of the second book. So see you later, Kelly. Yeah, bonus chapter. Yeah, that maybe that's the way to go. It is scary. Oh, thanks, Sandy. Sandy's read it. Marie's read it. A couple people on here has read it. I've been lucky that people have wanted to read it. I've just been nervous about it. So I'm excited for you to read it too. I hope you guys love it. It's, I will definitely say that it is very different from anything else out there. Very, and I don't know if that's good or bad. You know, I don't know. It's very, very different. You know, I don't even know what genre to put it in right now. It's very different. But there are, you know, supernaturals in it. So there's that. So, oh, that's sweet. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys will like it. But I'll probably go KU just as a, like, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I was thinking like, as a kind of like, because so many members in the group read KU and I read KU. So it kind of feels like the natural thing to do. So we'll see. So. Oh, my own giveaway. Well, the thing is, I've got to, and again, this is us just talking now. The thing is, I've got to, I got to follow all the group rules. You know, that's important. I can't abuse, you know, so I've got to follow all the promotional rules, all the giveaway rules, all that kind of stuff, you know. So if I ever wanted to do like a specific giveaway in the group, I would need to have over 1,000 ratings. You know, there's all those things, you know, I'd have to follow. So. When you publish on Amazon, you can pick. I noticed that with the 3 categories. I noticed that on the bottom. What I've been really confused about, have you guys noticed lately? If you go to the bestseller list on Amazon, to the top 100, there's a lot of what looks like cover-wise dark contemporary romance, and the top 100 bestsellers for paranormal romance. Have you noticed that lately? There's Mafia. It's really strange. I'm like reading that and I'm like thinking, this doesn't sound like it's paranormal romance. It doesn't sound like there's any magic in it. But then when you look at the tags, they've tagged it as paranormal romance. I don't know if it's a mistake, but there's like several books like that in the top 100 right now. Okay, Angie, I'll pick you as an ARC. You know what I'll probably do is I'll probably just go on the ARC community chat, you know, and be like, here's mine. Does anyone want to do it? And then go from there. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Yeah, it's definitely different. So, I won't talk about it too much. I'm just excited. So we'll see. Anyways, all right, you guys. Well, like I said, I'm going to, I wonder if it is Paranormal Mafia. It literally right now, okay, I'm going to find out. I'm going to do it. Why not? We're here, right? Let me look. Because I'm on the bestseller list every day checking out what's there. I love to go. I wish they would do like up to 500, not 100. And I wish I could maybe there is a way to filter it down some, because this is going to sound terrible. I don't want to see all the big ones, you know, because it's like, okay, duh, yeah, I know. Akatar's great. Reddit, you know, all these other ones are in there. Great. You know, Reddit. I want to see the other ones. I guess that's different. I guess it's a bestseller list. It is what it is. But, okay, I've got it up right now. So let me see. There's a book. Okay. Lethal Vows by T.L. Smith. Okay, it's number 8 right now for paranormal romance. And it's number 8 in paranormal romance. Listen, the picture is a man, black and white picture of a man touching his watch. And it says, Dear Miss, we're probably going to all get in this book after I read this out loud. Dear Miss Ricci, you don't know this yet, but you will be my wife. Sincerely, your soon-to-be husband. He thought I was his. That was his emails indicated. He thought that because our family signed on the dotted line many years ago, it was a done deal. But I ran away from the life for a reason. Little did he know he would find me, and he wasn't going to take no for an answer. Crew wanted me to be his wife. All I wanted was him in my bed. Standalone mafia romance, enemies to lovers. Number 8 for paranormal romance bestseller. There's no way that's a paranormal romance. Although I love that kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong. Right? That belongs in the dark group. Like, what is going on? You've already read it. Marie, is it a paranormal romance? It can't be. Okay, so that's one, but there's several of them like that. So I don't know what is going on. I don't know if there's, it's so weird to me. I was trying, yeah, there's another one. Hateful Promise, A Mafia Hate to Lovers, B.B. Hamill. It's number 27. That definitely looks like a contemporary romance. So I do not know what is happening. There's another one. Another B.B. Hamill, Wedding Disaster, A Fake Marriage Mafia. I wonder if they're like purposely tagging it as paranormal romance so it pops up on the bestsellers here to get more off, you know, more of an audience. Here's another one, number 50, Mafia Kings, Dario, Olivia Thorne. Seriously, what is going on? Does anyone, like, it's so crazy to me. Okay, I'm on my spiel. I'll stop that. You see what I mean? It doesn't look like it's paranormal, so why is it on there? I don't get it. Anyways, all right, you guys. So have a wonderful New Year's. We'll let you know when the newsletter is coming out. I'll do a community chat to announce it. I'll do a post. Just always like, no one ever pays attention to the announcements, but I've been trying to keep it narrow, the posts and the announcements. So just check them out and see what, because that's like what's been happening. You know, that'd be great. So anyways, Happy New Year's. I didn't mean to talk so long, but it was fun. All right, you guys. And thanks again to Raven Kennedy, Love 100 Authors, and the Thank You Ma'am author, Elva Birch. We appreciate it. All right, you guys. Go have a drink. Not too much, though. All right, Happy New Year's. Okay. Bye.